stay real close till the end. Forgiving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters, always friends. We have to live in harmony, even though we may disagree. Spying each other is not the answer. Sharing the question.
Woo! Hello. What's going on? Good afternoon. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood. It's all good in the neighborhood. Peggy, what's up with you, girl? What's up with you, Peg and Charlene?
I'm doing good. How are you? Yes, over here. Look at us. Wait a minute. Do we all have yellow?
We all have some form of color here. Oh my God.
Yellow and red. Go ahead, Peg. A little pink.
Okay, girl. I'm little yellow sunshine in my life. Sunshine in my life.
I know. Look at Linda. Look at Diva Linda. Diva got the drapes behind her.
Good morning, lady. Good afternoon, lady.
Yeah, it's all good, girl. Whatever you, what day?
Beautiful.
Morning, afternoon.
You're looking beautiful.
Wonderful. It's a great God day. That's what I know. I'm Wyoming.
I'm Peg.
I am Linda.
And I'm Charlene.
And we are 4Sisters. And I'm alive, and thank God I'm alive, child. It is a wonderful day.
Yes.
There's so much going on. Look, I have a question.
But
do we wear our mask or we don't wear our mask? Where are we? I mean, do we go get gas or we stay home? What is going on? What's really going on?
Well,
I don't know. You end up at a gas station.
Go and get some gas and put your mask on.
I'm not doing either one, because as soon as they get gas, I'm gonna stay in the house. I'll be right here and I'll just be safe.
Right.
Just be safe. Stay safe.
We are going to be very cautious.
That's right.
You know, see, they're telling us to do all this because they want to open up everything.
You already know.
You know, because now we don't know who has gotten their shot and who's not. So I'm going to protect myself just in case.
Y'all better pray.
I wear my mask down at the bottom now, and I put it up when I'm going past somebody.
I promise you, there's so many things that people making their own rules. They wear it down under their chin, under their nose,
right?
Hanging off one side of your ear,
up on the forehead.
Right.
What's going on?
Like they shades, Peg. You like they shades. You're like up here. I'm like, what is she doing? That's so nasty. That's dirty. Why would you want that nasty mask on your eyes? Like,
you know, I see some really dirty masks. It's like, and I carry extra masks with me, so you know, if I can just politely say,
you want to hand
out. Reach out and touch somebody.
Yeah, because some of these masks they wear 10, 20 times. You know, they just wear it and put it back on, wear it, put it on. And the cloth masks, especially, you can just wash those. And what I do in between, I spray. I do cheat on mine because I spray them inside and out with alcohol. And then I let them dry. At least I get some kind of germ off. Lord.
We have to go according to the CDC, of course. And we want to just do what God say. CDC say one thing, God say another. That's what
I'm going to do what my mind says. Okay, we got some common sense here. Sometimes I just need to use your common sense, because I'm like, why would you not? Like, 1 minute you're telling me not to wear the mask, and then think about when Corona first happened. You're like, oh, don't worry, go outside without a mask on. And everybody was catching this stuff. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. I had discovered that they don't know what they're talking about, and that the science is real, that COVID is real. So therefore, protect yourself. I mean, you don't have to get the shot. You get the shot or don't get the shot. Just still protect yourself. Use common sense.
And that is true. The science is one thing, too. We have to still believe in science, and that is true. And this is what we're going to do. We're making light of it a little bit, but we're real serious. People still wear your mask, people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just use common sense.
Common sense.
Use common sense. You know, protect yourself, protect your children. Yeah. Everyone hasn't been vaccinated, but still, we don't know if we can still catch it or not, even if you've been vaccinated. Right. That hasn't been proven. Everything is a trial run right now. Yeah. So be cautious and, you know, just protect yourself.
And just pray and just continue to trust God to lead
and God
you, guide you in every truth that you need to. I'm telling you, when you are leading and being guided by the truth, you can't not be steered wrong, because the truth is not going to tell you anything wrong. Truth don't lie. It is what it is. So you got to know.
He gave us a conscience. He gave us common sense.
He gave us wisdom. He gave us
wisdom.
Absolutely.
Dip into that wisdom bucket.
But speaking of all of such, and we are, having a great morning as well. We have some exciting time. Today is your day, Charlene. Girl, we have some good folk coming on. And it's like,
I'm so super excited that it just gets to happen on educational mentoring. Yes, guys, we are 4Sisters live.
Woo,
yes.
We got somebody live.
Representing the Sister for Sisters Network, along with our lovable, honorable Peggy Lawrence. So we're super excited whenever we can be here to represent the organization, but here on 4Sisters Live to talk about education and mentoring. So yeah, we got Willie Jolley. Wait a minute. First of all, go get your chair and your popcorn and some tissue. Okay, come on and do that.
Call the family. Text everybody. Text everybody. Let them know. It's a family show.
It's a family show. It's a relationship show. So if you kind of need some help with your marriage, if you're divorced and you want to get remarried, if you just got a boyfriend or boo on the side, you're trying to figure out is he tricking you or she tricking you, whatever. Just go get your popcorn and pencil and paper. You'll be good, okay? And we have Cynthia and James. Cynthia and James are here with Marriage Built to Last. Super excited.
Ooh, yes. Charlene, William, and with James, James has his own thing. I can't, he's just an awesome man as well. I just know Cynthia and James. He has been singing this song, and I hope he don't embarrass us today about singing this his theme song.
I want to hear it.
I want to hear it too.
James singing?
James, look, you'll hear it. Don't worry, you'll get it.
Well, James is a good singer. Well, sort of. But anyway, he does play a mean piano. I will say that.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
And he wears a mean wig when it's time to go to a 70s party. So check James out. James
he's a lot of fun.
He is a lot of fun. And the other person we have is William Turner, Minister William Turner of Greensboro, North Carolina. He's going to give us the power of 10. So that's super, super hot today. So stay tuned. Go on and share and like and let people know who's here. Again, Willie Jolley, Cynthia and James. I said James. I was going to call him James Brown. Lord Jesus. James Greene.
You're talking about the William
Turner.
Did you say James Brown?
Okay. Funny.
I got that feeling.
I got the feeling too. I got a feeling that we need to talk about this mental situation too, because this is Mental Health Month, and I know our couples. We got 2 power couples in the house. Talk about mental. How did they mentally last through their marriage? Hello, somebody.
Hello.
I need to know. Because it's not easy. Mentally, all things that you have to do, we all have to deal with our mental on a daily basis. But when you're dealing with a couple and you are in and you're forced to be in, this is when the trial come in and your test begins. To understand the test of times. Do we last or do we outlast? You know what I mean? To some things that God has given us. And your vows come into play right there. Right there. And pandemic has given an opportunity. Some people didn't last, but a lot of people did. So it's a wonderful thing that if you last, through the pandemic, as a marriage, as a couple, as a family. And this is what we're going to talk about today. Understanding what it takes, because some people need to be schooled and educated about that part. You're married, but are you really together?
Right.
Okay, so I won't stop preaching. But in the meantime, let's I'm gonna leave that up to Willie Jolley.
In the rain, honey, about this topic.
I'll leave that up to Willie Jolley. He's a preacher anyhow.
It's definitely Baptist Glenarden. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, he's definitely a preacher.
Amen.
That's definitely.
But well, you know what? I must stop to say, Willie has been the one who actually motivated me to start what we're doing today.
Wow.
And I have to applaud him. And Willie, it's been almost 20 years and we're still doing the doggone thing.
Yeah.
He's an awesome brother. I go way, way back. My son is 34. Hello. So you go figure.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, look. Okay.
Yes, he's my brother from another mother, for real, for real. But he's everyone's brother. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
we come to meet him, he meets no strangers, and he's just who he is. And been the same for years.
Yeah.
Yes, it hasn't changed a bit.
Hadn't changed a bit. So we are lucky and awesome and blessed to have him, and honored to have he and his lovely wife Dee today.
Yes, 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 yes.
Dee gonna be in the house as well. She gonna tell us what's really going on in that household.
But wait a minute. We forgot to do what we need to do, and we need to check in on each other. So I want to know how you are doing.
Oh, girl, look, we don't have enough time, but I'm gonna give it to you in less than 30 seconds. I am blessed. I am wonderfully blessed. I am happy. I am peace. I have peace. I have peace.
Awesome.
In the midst of the pandemic, baby, with my dad passing through COVID, with situations happening in my personal life, situations happening all around me, and I had to go through some changes. But hello, thanks be to God, I have peace in the midst of all of that, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm loving it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. That's a beautiful thing to have some peace. If you don't have nothing else but peace,
Child,
you're doing well.
thank you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's
I
so
appreciate
important.
that. It's
What
so
about you?
important.
What about you? I'm Peggy. What about you? How are you doing?
Oh, peace. I just took it from why. Very
Pass the
simple.
peace.
And nothing
Pass the
like
peace.
some peace of mind.
Amen.
So I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
Hallelujah. Linda, what's going on?
I'm doing great. I'm doing good in the neighborhood. Yeah, I'm actually shrinking. I'm doing a detox
don't
right
do
now.
that.
Yeah. Oh, I got to shrink a little bit. Remember that COVID-15? I got COVID-19. I got to take off the 15, right? So, so I'm doing good. I'm not. I'm on a whole different regiment lifestyle right now, and I'm feeling really good. You know, drinking a lot of water. I drink a gallon of water a day. Woo!
Good.
That enough to float. But
Charlene,
I'm cleansing. That's what I'm
oh,
doing.
that's good. That's good.
Get ready.
That's good. Charlene, what you do? You always looking beautiful these days. We see you, girl. Don't think we don't see you. You are
see you.
showing off. Like Peggy says, she's showing off.
I don't know. I mean, like, listen, I'm like you. I'm feeling good in the neighborhood like I should. I like that song. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's how I feel. Just, living my best life and just loving people, because that's all we have. And if COVID has not made you realize that we need each other, then you're totally missing something. And we're going to talk about that, because that is definitely where I'm at in my life. Just peace, friends and family. And joy, like so much joy, and not just some conjured up joy, just real peace and joy to know that, what, tomorrow may not be promised, but today here, and I'm going to live every day of my life.
Yes. Amen. Kathy said, after 40 years, Ali and I enjoyed being together during the COVID sequester. That's wonderful, Kathy.
That's wonderful.
To celebrate your 40 years. That's awesome, girl.
That's awesome.
So look, we have to salute. You know how we salute someone, our women. Women are still doing it big. I promise you, this is the year, this is the century, this is it for our women, our Black women. I'm just gonna say that. Our women are moving, man. I am so excited that we're gonna salute this awesome woman, this phenomenal woman, this TV mom. Woo-hoo.
Oh, yes.
Keisha Rashad is coming to DC, y'all. HU, you know.
All right. Ooh, she
is going to be the Dean of Fine Arts at Howard University.
That is awesome. I just go back to school just to be in her class.
Girl.
How about that?
This is so exciting. Congratulations to her. She's a beautiful, awesome, a sweet soul. Yeah, and so this is something deserving. And I just want us to acknowledge a woman. We salute you.
Yes.
Yes. And then we have something coming up on tomorrow night. Don't miss tomorrow night, guys. Urban One is doing, Kathy Hughes is doing her saluting women, celebrating women, leading women, all Black women tomorrow. And that's going to be on Urban One and Clio TV.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be a Clio TV.
My favorite channel.
Yeah, I know, right? It's going to be tomorrow night, I think at 9:00. And Erica Campbell of Mary, she's hosting along with Roland Martin. So we need to support our Black media and all that anyway. So, yeah. No, we got birthdays coming up. I just want to throw that in there, guys.
You know what? I want to shout out Kathy Muhammad's husband. She was shouting him out. And Hey, happy birthday to
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
yes, happy birthday, Ali.
Happy birthday. Yes.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Woo, woo. Yes.
To you.
And you.
Oh.
What?
And actually, May the 3rd was James Brown's birthday, and that's something Kathy
that's
told
where
me.
you got
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes. Speaking of James Brown.
Right, that's where you got that from. Out of your head, right?
No, Kathy told me.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Kathy put it in the text, right? Tell them again, Kathy. Tell them again.
So yeah, we got some hot picks. What's happening, Peg, in the hot picks, girl?
Oh, let's see what we have. We have some great stuff every week. Something is coming up, and I'm just loving the fact that we can showcase. This is an event that's coming up. Actually, they're opening it up to the community to come in, business owners, to do business at BWI. So if you have a business or a product or services that you want to provide, you need to be at this, what they call the liftoff. It's a launching pad for small businesses to come into BWI. So take a look at that. Let me take a look at this next one. Oh, this one here. Now, guys, you've got to be tuned to this. I am part of this along with Sisters for Sisters Network, the U.S. Wealth Advisors. If you really want to know what's going on with their cryptocurrency, you really want to know?
You really want to know?
Linda, you know. Why, you know.
I know.
Colin, you know.
I know.
Need to be tuned in. So, guys, come on and join us, and let's get part of the pie, as they say.
All right, come on now.
The next one.
Oh,
Wyoming, this one is yours.
yes, I am honored. I am just delighted and grateful to be a part of this awesome platform. June 21st. I mean, the 21st anniversary, of course, of the Unstoppable You Conference with my girl, my sister, Jennifer Foxworthy, and we will be doing this on June the 12th. I will be one of the presenters, and I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to do what I'm doing. I'm still praying over what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it. It's all coming together. But no, it's going to be awesome, and I'm glad to be a part and amongst it. She asked me, and I'm honored. I love her. I love Jennifer. She will be on our show the first Saturday in June, so we're going to talk more about it. So yeah, there you have it.
We love
Awesome.
her. Yay.
Awesome.
Bobby Huntley. Okay, yeah, he's going to come on. He's a filmmaker. Looking forward to having him.
Oh, yeah.
She put him in the chat. Oh gosh, ladies, a giveaway. Win a prize on 4Sisters Live. Go ahead, Peggy.
All right.
Well, you know, on the fourth Saturday, we do our segment on entrepreneurship, and we always want to salute our sisters and brothers. They give them the platform to showcase their business. They give a shout out for about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. And as a result of that, we want the community to be engaged and be part of it. So the first 4 individuals who type in the chat, pound 4SL in Facebook, you will be our winner next Saturday. Okay, so please stay tuned. Come on, jump into the conversation.
You know what? And not only we have a prize, but we're going to have a surprise on the 5th Saturday. I can't wait.
Oh my goodness.
4 Youth Live in the house, y'all. First Saturday, we have domestic violence. Second Saturday, we talk about health and wealth. Third Saturday, which is this Saturday, we talk about education and mentoring. Fourth Saturdays, we talk about entrepreneur. But when there is a 5th Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, somebody say 5th Saturday.
5th Saturday every now and then.
Every now and then. Not many, but when we do, we have our 4 Youth Live. Our youth is going to be in the house. Take it out. It's going to be the old school versus new school. What we got, Dante, our production manager? What you got for us to show us what's coming up? Give us a teaser. Give us a teaser, Dante.
Dante?
What are you? He coming. Hold your mute. He coming.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there he is. Oh.
He's so cool. Watch this. He's so cool.
Please, just give me a 10.
Oh, little technical stuff going on.
Give me a 10-piece. Just give me a 10-piece with a biscuit and some treats, huh? Relax.
We live. We are live. We are live. We are okay. We are here. My name is Terdavius Robinson, and we are live. And I'm here representing 4Youth Live. And I have some breaking news. Breaking news. It's coming in right now from all over the world, from land to sea. From land to sea. I hear you say it's going down in the sea too. Oh my gosh. We live. Okay. 4Youth Live will be going live with 4Sisters Live this 5th Saturday. You do not want to miss it. This is something of epic proportions. It's going to be an old school versus new school effect. That's what I'm hearing. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm not hearing anything? Okay. I'll put my hand
Yes. They are so awesome. We birthed these young people. We're so proud that
yes, we did.
Young people.
Oh my goodness.
God, they are so hilarious. Old school versus new school on the 5th Saturday. This is going to be amazing. So I guess we better get in tune, and they better be in tune also to make sure they understand who Kid and Play is, and Brian and Knight and all those other wonderful people are. So they need to make sure that
house party and all that.
They don't know what time it is. You know?
We're gonna tell them what time it is.
Y'all ain't ready for us, 4Youth Live.
I love our young people.
We love you guys. We love you.
So we're ready for our Power 10.
We are ready for our Power 10. By the way, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you've already shared this segment out. The minister William Turner is up next. He is going to be with us to give us our Power of 10.
Come on now.
Is coming on in. So welcome, William Turner. We thank you for being here. Give it to us, and everybody stay tuned and take notes because this is a great teacher. William Turner, is over to you.
Okay, well, hello, I'm Minister William Edward Turner, and I want to talk to you about one of the areas we discuss in pre-engagement coaching that sets the foundation for a stable marriage, and that's eternal mindset. But first, let me tell you why I do pre-engagement coaching. The goal is to reduce the 57% divorce rate and increase the number of homes that are led by both a father and a mother, establishing family values and safe communities for our children to grow up in based on godly principles. I'm often asked, can you be sure you want to say yes when the person you're dating starts talking about marriage? What should a couple do before they decide to get engaged? I recommend that if you've been dating for 6 months, at least 6 months, and the two of you feel strongly about spending the rest of your life together, that you seek pre-engagement coaching before you get engaged. Because without that pressure of already being committed in an engagement and pending weddings, couples are more objective in learning about their spouse or potential spouse. Pre-engagement coaching is an investment in your time and money to make sure your relationship is really marriage material. It's a lot less expensive than going through divorce at some point later in life. Pre-engagement coaching is Christian-based coaching, and I'm the facilitator, certified biblical counselor. All the services online. But today's topic, I'm going to break this down because in pre-engagement coaching, we are built upon 5 elements. Those elements are eternal mindset, equation for happiness, establishing a discerning eye, eliminating emotional terrorism, and essential reasoning. But today I'm just going to discuss element number 1, eternal mindset. That is the foundation for the stable marriage. What is a mindset? Our mindset is the set of beliefs that we have that give us how we react to the world. It influences our thinking, how we behave in any given situation. Now, there are those who enter into marriage with a mindset of reservation. They say, I'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, I'll get a divorce. I will maintain an unknown financial parachute just in case. This mindset of reservation does not allow you to fully commit to marriage. It is an emotional and mental escape clause. This mindset often leads to self-fulfilling prophecy, ending in divorce. We must look at marriage from the eternal mindset. Our relationship with God establishes this mindset. And basically it says, do you believe what God says is true? In Mark 9:23, Jesus says, if you can believe, all things are possible to him that believes. We must believe that our marriage will last forever. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. But first, we must realize that no one is perfect. This includes ourselves. In laying these foundational principles, we need to reevaluate what is necessary to get married. God's principle number 1 for marriage success: when two people want to do anything, they must agree. Amos 3:3, can two people walk together without agreeing on the direction? Agree on what you want to do and your vision for marriage. Is your vision for marriage the same as your partner's? Are the goals you desire to accomplish the same? Do you both agree on the plan and method of achieving those goals? If there's no agreement in these basic things from the start, you're headed for trouble, and these issues need to be rectified. Also, under eternal mindset, we also discuss with the couple the following: their relationship with God, their God-given purpose to impact the world, their view of family and of legacy, and their view of giving back to the community. These discussions and related activities begin the process of making sure that your relationship is really marriage material. And as I said before, if you're dating someone and you strongly feel that you want to spend the rest of your life with them, I invite you to call me, Minister Turner, Certified Biblical Counselor, and schedule a no-cost pre-coaching chat. It's an investment that will increase your chances for marriage success and reduce the risk of divorce. You can give me a call at 336-706-0090.
All right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Minister
Yeah.
Turner. People out there saying, please send me his information. So if you get a chance, put that in the feed for us, Minister Turner.
I'll do that.
We got a shout out for one of our sisters, Miss Terry, and she's like, please, I need to hear more from him. Yes, I need to share that with our couples, right? Those pre-couples. So thank you. Yeah, there you go. Linda Powell's in the house right here beside us, of course. But two marriages.
No, marriage is coming up too. That is so awesome. And Minister Turner, I want to take this time out on behalf of 4Sisters Live to thank you for supporting us for 4 years. You have been with us since we were in the studio. You always watch us, encourage us. You sending messages and saying nice things, and we deserve to have you on today because you've been with us faithfully. If no one else has watched us, you have been here for us, and we want to just say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My brother, you're so amazing. So thank you.
We will have you on again, and you continue to have a great, blessed day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, guys, wow. Who do we have coming up next? Because I'm super excited.
School is in session. Hello.
School is in session. I mean, get your paper out because are y'all ready to hear Willie Jolley or Cynthia and James?
I would say them all. Bring them all on. Just bring them on.
Bring them all on?
Yeah, girl.
Oh my God, we got to spoil these people.
Yeah, we got
them all on. Bring them all on.
Bring them on. Bring them in.
Everybody come on.
Willie and Dee.
Willie.
Hey, there they go. Where's Cynthia and James?
I don't know.
All right,
Yeah,
here come the
Cynthia and James.
The
They're all
power
here.
couples are here.
Welcome. We're so
Power
excited you
couples.
guys are here. Hi.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, all right.
You guys.
I didn't know if we was going live or what. You know, I just I said, let me check out what's going on. Good afternoon, sisters.
afternoon.
Sisters.
Network.
Network Incorporated. You know, so it's good to be on with you. Good to be here.
Willie, thank you so much.
And I want to say Minister Turner gave some really great information.
Before marriage.
Before marriage.
Before marriage.
You start working on that before marriage. It makes a big difference after you say I do. And then we are, am I right?
Amen. Amen.
Right.
Hey, right.
Hello,
Yep.
Cynthia and James. How you
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
It's so good to be a part of Sister for Sisters.
I told you to sing. Now play the piano also. Go on. But we're glad that you're here. Now
We're glad that you brought us on. We're excited to be here.
Wonderful to hear.
This is the first of the first that we've done this, guys. So you all have set the bar for 4Sisters Live on our talk show to have two powerhouse couples on our show the first time. So it's an awesome thing. So thank you all for being a part of us.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I think we brought you on here simply for the reason that, you know, I want to, just in case people don't know who Cynthia and James Greene are, they're the founders of Marriage Built to Last, LLC. They are a marriage relationship, visionaries and strategists. And they definitely help couples to stay together and live together. Really. That was my spiel. So we're so excited to have them. And I always know the Willie and Dee Jolley, of course, Hall of Fame speaker, best-selling author, award winner, singer. Did y'all know he can sing too?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, yes, he
And keep
can.
in mind, he is Dr. Willie Jolley.
He's a natural singer, honey. So anyway, so we love him. You can find his show on Sirius XM. And right now today, we're so you're so precious at this time, because one of the things that Wyoming and the crew was talking about was how we as couples live in a COVID household, or you know what I'm saying? How we stay together, how we're keeping together and keeping our sanity. Because back in the day, they used to call it COVID. They used to call it cabin fever. Okay, cabin fever, and you know, half of the families are husband and wife killing each other or something like that. So we just want to hear your insight, and we're gonna all just spew off some questions to you. But we'll let Dee Willie Jolley take it away and just kind of just share some information of staying together during COVID and some things that you've been doing. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to thank y'all. I want to say greetings to James and Cynthia, dear friends, the Greenes, and to all of the sisters, Peggy, for her being like a sister, her mama, my mama, and her sisters are my sisters, her biological sisters, and then the sisters as part of the group. I'm Dr. Willie Jolley, and this is
Me.
Humor. Okay. Hi, me is really Dee Taylor Jolley, and we are the authors of the book Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last: 10 Secrets for Shaping a Great Marriage. Most people know me for my speaking, and my books are Setback as a Setup for a Comeback, Turn Setbacks into Greenbacks, An Attitude of Excellence, Chicken Soup for the Christian Soul, It Only Takes a Minute, Change Your Life. And also know me for my radio shows. I'm very grateful that I now have the #1 self-help show in the country on Sirius XM, channel 141. It airs today at 4 o'clock.
Congratulations.
And then it re-airs Tuesday and Thursday at 6. And then we are grateful now that the show has moved from just being on Sirius XM to now being on C-Suite Podcast. You can go to C-Suite Podcast and get access to it and download. We got shows like Damon John and Les Brown and Colin Powell and Gladys Knight, T.D. Jakes, John Maxwell. You name it, we've had them on, or we're having them on. My guest today is J.R. Fenwick, who talks about stocks and how and why it's good to get into stocks. So how to create wealth. So it's Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways show. And then a couple years ago now, I don't want a few years now, we're going on 36 years of marriage. 36 years of marriage. And we haven't had an argument in over 33 years. So 5 years ago, my son, on our 30th anniversary, said, look, all my friends want to know how it is that I'm in my almost 30. I've never seen you argue. When I mention to people, they don't believe it. So I know y'all are having this big anniversary, coming up. Why don't we have a little get together at the house? So I said, okay. So we don't think a big deal about it. We go out to dinner, Dee and I. We come back, and there's a house full of folks. My son is invited on social media, Lottie Dottie and everybody. It's
He's
packed.
a social animal.
He's a social animal. So the place was packed, and they wanted to know what's the secret. So we went down the list of our 10 steps that we share with couples, just informally, that help couples stay together, because we have a desire to help people not break up. And so we gave it to them. And they finished that day, and the next day my son calls me and said, my text messages are blowing up. My phone's blowing up. All of them want this more and more. They want a book. You got to do a book. You got to do a book. So he kept pressing us. I'm at that point, I'm on the Get Motivated tour. It's me and Les Brown and Damon John. We're touring a lot, and we're doing 2 cities a week. Plus, I'm doing my other corporate events. Plus, I got my book. Plus, I got radio. I said, take time out to write a book. But we did, and now the book has exploded, not only in America but in other countries. And now we do a Monday night show called Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last. The broadcast Monday nights at 9:00. On Facebook Live and Instagram Live. And that too is now getting responses from people all over the globe. So we want to encourage people to go to jollymarriage.com, and get a free chapter.
Communication.
The biggest chapter is about communication. The free chapter from the marriage book, I gift to you. We found that marriages break up for 1 of 3 reasons. Sex, too much, too little, or inappropriate. Money,
too much, too little.
Too much, too little, or communication, which is almost never too much. It's almost always too little, but there can be some inappropriate communication. So if we can help people fix the sex issues, the money issues, the communication issues, which communication is the biggest of all of them, because if you communicate well, your love life go good. And if you communicate well, you're usually able to manage your money. It's usually not how much money it is, it's how you manage the money you got. So we give away that big chapter because we want that to be something that impacts people no matter what, wherever they are around the world. So the book is doing great. We're in our 2nd printing. And we are grateful.
They have to get that at jollymarriage.com.
Jollymarriage.com. Go to jollymarriage.com. And for those who listen to me every morning on Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell, I have a segment called Wake Up and Win with Dr. Willie Jolley. I've been focusing the last month about relationships, about marriage, about staying together. So I thought we were so impressed with Brother Turner and what he had to say, because he really gave real good things. Here's the thing that we want to talk about with marriage, is that marriage is, and he said it, someone earlier in the chat I was reading said, you have to want to stay together. Well, we put it like this. Love is an emotion.
And marriage is a decision.
Marriage is a decision. You choose to stay married. It's a decision, because the emotions change. Some days you're up, some days you're down. Some days you're happy, some days you're not. Some days you're in love, some days you're not. You gotta decide to stay married. And he was right. When you put this, maybe I'll try. This week on my, one more thing I want to tell everybody. If you go to winwithwillie.com, you can sign up for my newsletter. And every morning I send out a 1-minute motivational message to people globally. This week, the messages are going to talk about their video. It's a video message. And this week, I'm going to talk about one show that I recorded this week about the fact that Every year in the beginning of the football season, 32 teams in professional football set a goal to win the Super Bowl. At the end of the season, only one accomplishes the goal. And goals, which I teach in my seminars, that you have to have SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound, that you teach. We have a whole goal setting seminar that's helped people make lots of money and transform their lives. But we teach about goals. But goals are great for business. Goals are great for sports teams. Goals are great for even your personal development. But goals are not good for marriage. What I mean by that is people say, I set a goal to stay married. Nah, see, with that football team that did not win the Super Bowl this year, they set a goal next year, and their fans are all excited. But notice they did not make a promise. Because see, if you don't hit your goal, no big deal.
You reset
it. You reset it. But if you break a promise, that impacts your life. So what we're telling people is goals are good for business and your personal development, but for marriage, it's not good enough to set a goal.
Promise and a commitment.
You make a promise and a commitment. And you work through it. You know, I wish I could tell you that this has been a crystal gateway, a crystal stairway. As I said, we've been married for 36 years. We haven't had an argument in 33. We were on a TV show in Portland, Oregon, when we were touring, and the lady said, y'all never had an argument? I said, I didn't say that. I said, we haven't had an argument in 33 years. The first couple of years were like World War III. And look, and so what we learned though, we were arguing, and it was about stuff that we couldn't figure out how to get past.
Chinese food.
Until we got some marriage mentors. Now, I want y'all to write this one down. There are two ways to get to any success story in your life: mentors and mistakes. Now, if you don't quit, you'll probably get to both. Both will get you there eventually, but one just gets you there with less headaches, heartaches, and knots upside your head. So you need to get some mentors. Mentors will help you to achieve something because they've already done it. We got some marriage mentors who we went to and asked them, what's the secret to stop arguing? They gave
But
us.
I think it's important, that a mentor is not always somebody that you physically.
Yeah, you don't have to physically. That's right. You, like I said, go to them, but you can go through the book.
We were able to do that.
We've gone through. We got mentors in different parts of our lives who are distant. We go through audio or video or through technology or through books.
Yes.
So we recommend you get the mentorship. Here are the things that we found to be working. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You do not have to recreate the wheel. You've got to be willing to learn and to grow and to develop. So
you have to have the desire.
That's right. Have a desire.
Once you're committed, you've made that promise. So now you are there because neither party is going anywhere.
That's right. And let me tell you, when we got married, what I told her. Okay, I told her, look, this is it for me. Okay. Now, let me say, if you want to get out of this marriage, you got a way out. I'm gonna give it to you right now. Okay, you got a way out. You can die. You die, you're good to go. Okay. That's it. That's the only way out. So if you have no option, you just work through it.
You're out in the boat in the middle of the ocean.
That's right. That's right. So
you have to jump overboard, or you're gonna figure out strategies to make it work.
So we got 10 chapters for the 10 points, and then we got an extra chapter for people who are not yet married, a special section, how to choose the right person to marry. That's the 11th chapter. So real quick, I could go to chapters. Friends first. Friends first.
I think that's the challenge that has come up as a result of the pandemic.
Yep, you find that you've been locked in with
and we've been asked that a lot.
We've been on a lot of television, radio shows.
I'm stuck with this person, and I discover I'm not sure I really like them.
Yep.
So now what am I going to do? Other than pull my hair out and holler and scream.
So we got points in there.
Work. You can work at developing that friendship.
All right, number two, make God an equal part of your marriage.
Yes.
So you're on the same page spiritually.
The three corners: you, me, God. Boom. Third chapter. Decide to make it last. We just talked about that. It's
That's
a decision.
the commitment.
4, communicate. Talk to each other. The chapter we give you free.
And communication is not just the words that you say. It's how you say it. It's the body language. It's the eye contact. All of that factors into how you communicate, develop that interpersonal relationship with your mate.
Leave the drama with your mama. Reality shows are good for ratings. They're terrible for marriage. So we encourage people to not worry about reality shows, but focus on marriage. Number 6, agree about disagreeing. How are you going to disagree? This was the one where she mentioned Chinese food. We disagreed on something and we had no rules for engagement. So what we ended up doing.
Rules for engagement means how we're going to disagree. What is below the belt? You know, there's certain words and phrases that in relationships people have that just sends them off the edge.
Push your button.
So then you have to decide. Here's some things that are off the table.
And you got to keep
that
your
are
word.
Disrespectful. And then you must keep your word.
How to handle a stalemate. I want to go left, she want to go right. I really want to go left, she really want to go right. Which way do we end up going? There's a system for that. Here's the one, though, that everybody wants to talk about. Chapter number 8. Sex, headaches, and other lies. The fact that sex is an important part of marriage. And many times people do not understand the opposite sex and how they think about sex.
Well, often they don't understand it because they also don't want to talk about it.
Right.
And we find that in the Christian environment, often that's taboo.
Yeah, people don't talk about sex in church. Don't talk about sex. Well, we love the Lord. I'm a minister at the church of First Baptist Church of Glenarden, but I'm also able to write this book from the standpoint of a speaker who tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Here's the truth. Sisters, listen carefully. No, well, let me start with brothers. Brothers, listen carefully. Women need 2 things. Don't you forget it either, brothers. They need intimacy and security. Intimacy. That don't mean sex all the time.
But if you have intimacy, that closeness, that level of appreciation that I feel safe with you, then for the woman, it leans into sex.
That's right. So sex, women need intimacy and security. I got you. I got you. You don't have to worry. I got you. Women gotta have. Now, men say I need that too. Yeah, but women need it supersized. Okay, they gotta have security. That's why they go. You know, you're checking on your phone and who you call because there's an insecurity there. You gotta shore that up, brothers. You gotta work on that. Okay. Now, women, listen carefully what brothers need. Listen carefully, women, what brothers need. They need it desperately. Go ahead, tell them.
Sex. And
okay, D. Don't go there, girl.
Sex and respect. Sex and respect. I don't know which one comes first.
And a lot of times, can I say this? Because we got to get the Greens in. We got to get the Greens in. I'm anxious to hear what the Greens has to say, Willie.
Yes.
But I want to hear what you guys have to say, James and Willie, as to Charlene can attest to this, having a good relationship. And you two are just as a great model of a relationship as the Jolleys are.
Oh, they awesome. They are awesome. Marriage built to last. Those Greens are incredible.
Tell us what you all have to say about all of this, because a lot has been said.
Hello, everyone. We are just super excited to be here. We love you too, Jollies. Oh, it's good. Haven't seen you guys in so long, but it's really good to be here today. But you know what we have to say today? We have been doing a lot of research because, you know, we heard so much negativity about marriage in 2020, and they were talking about how all the divorce rate was going up and everybody was running to the courthouse. But when we did our research, we actually found that more people are staying married than they are getting divorced. So James and I, we have been talking about the other 50% that nobody else talks about. And let me say this. It's not even 50%. The divorce rate is now at 39%. So that means 61% of people are staying married. How about that? So we want to talk about why the other 50% that nobody else is talking about.
And I believe that with COVID, everyone's usually home during 2020, so they have more time to communicate. And I think that Jolley said it best. Communication is the key. You have to talk about finances. You have to talk about sex. And when you're stuck in the house, that kind of forces you to talk more. And he said about the men, and let's be honest, men, women do need security. If you can make a woman feel secure physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, you can get everything you want. And that's our job. Like I always say, you need to be the 4 P's. You need to be the 4 P's. You need to be the prophet, the priest, the provider, and the protector. Let me break it down. What is the prophet? The prophet is the one that talks to God. God talks to him, gets him a message. He goes to his wife. He leads the marriage. He leads the family. What is the priest? The priest ministers. You have to minister to your spouse, which means you got to treat your spouse as an equal. She's not walking behind you. She's walking beside you. You treat her as an equal. The provider. You don't only have to provide, say, financially. You have to provide emotionally. You have to provide physically. You have to provide mentally. You have to, and protect her. You have to protect her heart, protect her feelings, protect her emotions. If you do all those things, the prophet, the priest, the provider, and the protector, you got it covered. Men, that's what you have to do. And you'll have a marriage that's truly built to last.
Right. And that's why we focus on the 50% or let's just say the 61%, the over 50% who are thriving in their marriages. Because honestly, during COVID, there are a lot of couples who've gotten closer. We've been doing some research. We've been talking to couples. Couples have been doing home projects. They've been creating and building their businesses. They've been going out and exploring different things to do instead of being stuck in the house all the time. They've been communicating more. Couples are actually doing things to liven up their marriage. They're having more fun together. They're talking more. I mean, they are doing more things together than ever before. It's not tearing them apart, you guys.
And we truly
don't listen to the naysayer. Don't listen to the media.
And we truly believe that a team of we. It's not I. When you stand at that altar, you say, I solemnly swear to take her to be my lovely wedded wife. Now, people's focus used to be on, okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to make it grow? It's all about I, but that's the wrong focus. Now they're starting to focus on the we. What do we have to do together? Why don't we do a project? Why don't we start a business? Why don't we do something together? See, it's a team of we. When you have a stronger we, you have a better marriage. And we always talk about, if you're not growing together, then what are you doing? Growing apart. And we want you to grow together. And we truly believe that when couples get married, God put them together for a purpose. Now you have to discover what that purpose is, and you have to discover that as a team, the team of we.
And that's what we did too. We have our book called 40-Day Journey to the Marriage of Your Dreams. And this book is truly all about what God showed James and I before we got married. He took us on a 40-day journey. And what he did was he had us to go through the Bible and learn everything he had to say about husband, wife, marriage, love, relationship, spouses. And he gave us vision for why he put us together and what he wanted us to accomplish on the earth. Now, we didn't know that it was going to be marriage, like a marriage business, but he did say to me, Cynthia, you and James are going to be doing something with marriage. Who would have thunk it that 8 years later we would have a marriage business? And we've been going 7 years strong today.
And when we think about Pastor Turner, when he came on, it's our first book, Don't Get Married If. It's about before you get married, because we truly believe the tough conversations. We truly believe when people enter into a relationship, they have expectations, but they never seem to talk about those expectations. This book will help you talk about those expectations on what you expect to get out of the marriage. You got to have that communication piece. You got to talk about your expectations, or you'll never know what you expect. Like one person in the marriage may say, okay, I want 1 child, and the other person may say, I want 5, but you never talk about it. Now, here comes the argument up when you first get married. Well, I thought we were going to have 5 kids. Well, I thought we were going to have 1. You have to talk about those expectations before you get married so you can truly have a marriage that's built to last.
Yes, and we just want to encourage the couples today. There is a way to make it last forever.
That's right.
We want to encourage you today, and we want to thank 4Sisters Live for having us on today. I know you guys got some questions. We got 5 minutes left, but we are just here and excited that marriage is thriving. And I do want to make this point too. Marriage, one of the reasons why marriage is thriving is because of the millennials. Millennials are getting married and they are not getting divorced. The divorce rate is very low amongst millennials. Now, a lot of them are waiting longer to get married. And I think we believe that we have not found this research part yet, but we believe that they are doing their homework before they get married. They're doing their homework. So the divorce rate is down, marriage is up. We're super excited about that.
Absolutely. Woo! That's a lot, ladies. Linda, Peggy, I got some questions.
Look, I
took all my notes from them, so I'm doing what they say.
Look, I don't have any questions. When I don't have anything to say, I am full. I am really full. You all have given so much today. Some people have to pay for this type of information.
Yeah. I have one question. I'd like for each one, tell me, what was the hardest during COVID? What was one thing that each one of you had to go through?
I'll share. I was always working from home. James started working from home. And it wasn't that it was hard that we weren't getting along. It was hard because I was distracted. I wasn't getting any work done. I was in my office all the time talking to me and interrupting me. And then I'm in the kitchen cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was getting no work done. And we had to learn to balance that.
And the key was to have separate workspaces. She would work in the office.
Now.
I'm down in the basement now. So we used to share the office. That's when we never got work done. So we had to balance that by me working in the basement and her working in the office.
Yeah.
So Willie, I had the same question that Linda has. What was the main challenge for you guys doing this?
Well, we've been working in we've been home-based
working
business
together
for 20 years.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that part wasn't. Here's interesting though, is that I'm an extrovert. She's an introvert.
I love the fact that we're in 24/7. I am just so excited. And he's the only one I talk to, and I have a book in every bathroom.
Everywhere, books everywhere.
So I'm just so happy. But it's not enough. He has to talk to me only.
Well,
that's not enough.
I had to go out to Walmart and walk around the store and say, "Hey!" So with my mask on, But here's what I want to say to everybody, and I think James and Cynthia have promoted this, and we have a chapter in the book called Date Your Mate. Always date your mate. Keep the romance alive. And we talk about the fact that you must have a date night, one, and two, and even though we're home by ourselves, we always have an intentional date night.
Thursday night. So we're together all the time, but still, Thursday evening is different. It's special.
It's intentional.
That's so good, y'all.
And you don't have to spend any money.
That's right.
You don't.
Yeah, spread the table. Put up a bottle of non-alcoholic beverages, if that be the case, and have your glasses and chime and say,
and I always say, you don't date to get married, you marry to date.
Yes.
And
I like that, James. That preaches for me, man. I'm dating her. I got the hots right now. Y'all might have to close this show up because I got to go take care of something.
And you know what, Willie? Dating does three things. It creates memories. It brings back that fire that you had when you first start dating. And number three is the key. It shows your spouse that they're a priority.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful.
I'm dating her right now. Look, everybody go to jollymarriage.com.
Yeah.
Jollymarriage.com. Get the free chapter from the book. And then if you get the book, get 2 copies. Get 2 copies, one for you and one for your mate, and y'all read it together rather than one reading the other. Get 2 copies. We give a great price, so you don't have to, get one and just we almost get 2 for the price of 1. Get 2 copies. You'll be amazed at the impact. We've had marriages saved by that.
This has been awesome. We only have an hour. Jesus. But we thank you all on behalf of Charlene and Charlene. You had a great job.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Love you.
You guys are so amazing. We hope to see you again. And Willie, Since you are an extrovert and James is an extrovert too, so we got to get you guys out to some book signings over here in the Columbia area. So we already know that because I'm an introvert. Love you and thank you for empowering marriages. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
Thank
you.
y'all.
Love
Love
y'all.
y'all.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was incredible.
This has
Oh
been
my
awesome.
God, that was so
Awesome
incredible.
time. This has been great.
Next week is going to be all about your week in entrepreneurship. Tell us who you got going on, and then we can come back to me so we can know what time it is. What's going on?
You know, what we're going to do is we're going to change up a little bit. I'm bringing in a brother, okay?
Yes.
And you all know Stan Riches. You know Stan Riches, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. This
No.
brother has a story to tell.
We will know.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you,
From Bus to
if you know a good brother who has gone through the trials and tribulation of life and have survived and doing some amazing things, not only with him and his wife, but his whole family.
That's great.
So we're going to have the opportunity to bring him on. And then West in Business Pop-Up. We got 4 sisters that are going to come on and they're going to pitch their business. That's what we do. We want to spotlight our sisters in spirit and in space.
Every fourth Saturday. Every fourth Saturday. What time is
Absolutely.
it?
Well, guess what, Peggy? What time is it?
Oh my God, you know what time it is, girl.
What time
It's time for
is
you to walk in your purpose and prosperity.
Oh, girl, you go, girl. Yes, we love y'all for watching. Thank you.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.